Hello, welcome to John's Author Diary for the week ending December the 5th, 2021. I've had a busy week. I've been working on building my business plan and plotting some ideas for where I'm going next with my writing and business. So that's been exciting. It's been just a lot of mental effort, I would say, a lot of work, but definitely worth it. I also, for some reason, started work on a new novel, which is one that I've not planned, which is one that I've not scheduled, but the novel appeared to me fully formed and it's set in the Ravenglass universe, so it makes sense to write it. So I'm going to write that, see how it goes. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. My main focus at the moment is getting this planning done, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I went to my first gig in I don't know how many years. Yes, was it yesterday? Yeah, Friday. Um, Went to see a band called James at Manchester Arena. So this is a band I've liked since, I don't know, since I was a teenager, maybe even younger. They were very big in the 90s and the experience was great. It was emotional. It was cathartic. I danced, I sang, I even cried. It was just amazing to be surrounded by so many people having fun. It was, I don't want to say it was a spiritual experience, but it was on that level of just being a really special moment and something that is just crazy necessary for my mental health. So I was glad to have done that. Felt like a massive release. And, it's one of these things where whatever people's choices are, do what you need to with your life. For me, my mental health is very important and I need to stay on top of that. And that's just a kind of risk management decision I had to make. And it was worth it. So I'm fine. Haven't got COVID. Wasn't a super spreader event. It was just a lot of fun. So whatever, I enjoyed it. In terms of other stuff, I went to the Speakers Club back in Lancaster and Morecambe Speakers Club, back in the hall that we've been doing stuff in. I did a speech about Egypt. That was really good. Good feedback on that. Really enjoyed going to the Speakers Club. There was part of me because I felt a bit rough, felt a bit tired. That was just like I don't want to do this week. And I went, and it was energizing, and I'm glad I did it. So definitely going to be going to more of those things. I've been asked to do a speech for the area conference, I think it is. So that'll mean I'll be doing a speech in front of new people, get some new feedback, hopefully. So that'll be good. I've been thinking a lot about obviously my business and what I'm doing. And so one of the things that I think I'll stop doing probably in the new year is these videos. Now I'm going to keep doing the audio as a podcast, but I think the videos, I don't get many views on them. So they don't really justify me doing them. I'll get quite a few listens to the podcast. That's good. But, if you enjoy these and you've not listened to the podcast, that's probably going to be the best way to do it going forward. So, in terms of reading, I read a book called Tales of Heresy, which is one of the Horus Heresy books in the Warhammer 40,000 one. I think it's like the 10th book in that series. It's basically a collection of short stories, fills in some of the gaps in some of the other novels, acts as bridges between others. So that's worth reading. Enjoy that. I've also been reading some books about entrepreneurship and business and things like that. So I read 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. This is a book that's been on my radar for a while. I really like Tim Ferriss's podcast. He has some really good interviews. This book I felt was a bit outdated. I think maybe when it was written, it was, innovative and yeah, really good. But I think today, I think there's a lot of good stuff in there, but I think you just have to kind of pick and choose what works for you. I'm also reading a book called Unscripted. I think it's something like The Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Entrepreneurship. So this is by a guy called MJ DeMarco. Now, I remember reading a book by him, which has got a really spammy title called The Millionaire Fast Lane. And a friend of mine recommended it to me, and I just thought, I'm not reading that. That sounds like terrible, clickbaity, just, I don't know, the worst kind of title ever. But I read it and it was actually really good. And it helped me to kind of think about what it was I was doing with my life. So I would recommend reading Millionaire Fastlane. This book feels a bit more ranty, a bit more of an attack on the established working 9 to 5 kind of system. And to be honest, I don't need to be convinced of that. I've already long since turned my back on ever having a job again. So I am an entrepreneur. You know, I've got my own business, and the idea of working for someone else fills me with horror. So that's why I'm going to keep doing this for as long as I can. So next week, then I'm going to keep on doing what I've been doing. I'm going to keep working on this new project, whatever it's going to be, this new pivot with my business. I'm also going to carry on writing this new novel. And I've also got to start getting things together for the launch of Dawn of Assassins, which is going to come out on January the 19th. So until next time, cheerio.